Hi everyone, welcome to Edu-Astro. Today I'm going to take you through the logic behind why each planet has their natural lordships and what type of lordships they have. There is a specific reason behind that, and it's very important for anybody who wants to learn or is interested in learning astrology to understand this before they move on, right? So I'm going to show you a small demonstration on a slide. It'll be easier for you to understand and remember because visual learning is also a very important part along with your hearing aid. So you know that there are 7 planets and 2 chaya grahas or uh, which don't have mass, right? So all in all 9 planets in Vedic astrology. However, Sun and Moon are also considered as planets, and those 2 chaya grahas are also considered as planets. Now, what does that mean? It means that our sages have been able to understand that standing on Earth, making Earth as the center point, that is a geocentric model, not a heliocentric model. When Sun is at the center, it's a heliocentric model on which our solar system runs. When Earth is at the center, it's a geocentric model. And from that model, who all can impact us, our Earth, the living beings on Earth, especially us, the humans. That is what they have derived. And this term in Sanskrit is called as grahas, heavenly bodies. Planets is something which we use on a day-to-day basis. So, for the sake of simplicity, we call them as planets, all of them. So, all in all, in Vedic astrology, you have 9 planets. 7 of them have mass, and 2 of them don't have mass. They are called upagrahas, and they are the mathematical points derived. They are Rahu and Ketu, where the Earth and Moon's orbit meet. The northern part of it is the North Node, which is Rahu, and the southern part of it is the South Node, which is called as Ketu, right? And the other planets, Sun, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Saturn, these are the other planets. Now, let me give you an illustration. It will be much easier for you. So this is the North Indian horoscope which we have in front of us, the diamond shaped one, right? The first house, this block is the first house. And anti-clockwise, if you go from here to here and end up here, there are the 12 houses. So they will figure like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now each of these houses have a meaning. Each of these houses have a reason why they are there and why they are called like that. It is totally dependent upon the chronological order of life which we lead on a day-to-day basis, right? All the stages of life or chapters, if you want to say. Now, each of these houses are ruled by certain planets, and there is a reason behind that. So we will cover that. So the first house, where we have number 1, is called the ascendant or the lagna, which is you. Second house is the dhan, wealth, money. Third house is the sahaj or siblings. Fourth house is the bandhu, relatives. Fifth house, putra, son. Sixth house, ari, enemy. Seventh house, yuvati, wife. Eighth house, randhar, longevity of a life. Ninth house, dharma, religion or righteousness. 10th house, karma, your action. 11th house, labh, your gains. And 12th house, vyaya or expenditure. Now, these are the Sanskrit names and their translations which are in front of you. However, this is not what each house represents in totality. There are many significations, many significations for each house, and thus we are able to derive the events. So that is covered pretty much deeply in our courses. You can certainly join and learn more. Right? So these are your planets and the main theme of planets. There are many significations each planet has, and that is covered pretty deeply in our course, very deeply. For now, Sun represents your soul and ego. Jupiter represents your wisdom and higher knowledge. Mars represents your focus and necessity. Mercury, intelligence and skills. Venus, refinement, luxury. Moon, mind, reflection, thought, peace. Saturn, karma, hard work. Rahu, illusion, obsession. And Ketu, detachment and spiritual. These are the main themes that these planets have. And because of these main themes and the other significations which they are given the portfolios of each houses. Right? So the Lord of first house is Mars. Now marry the main signification or theme of the planet to the necessity of the house. The first house is your lagna, your you, where you are born, and Mars is your necessity and focus, is the initial energy. So that's why Mars rules that house. Without Mars, you will not be able to move. Second house is Dhan, wealth. Venus represents refinement and luxury, which does not come without wealth. So Venus is the lord of second house. Third house, Mercury. Mercury is the lord. Intelligence, skills. When you are with your siblings, neighbors, and you are communicating with people, you need skills, you need intelligence, and a lot of courage to go ahead and do a lot of things. That comes from your intelligence and skills. Third house, Mercury. Fourth house is ruled by Moon. The Moon represents mother. Bandhu and relatives comprises of the entire uh, environment which you have in your house, right? And mother is the main focal point when you are a kid. So Moon gives the nourishment and thus is the lord of the fourth house. Sun is the lord of the fifth house. Put, because Sun is the significator of not only your soul and ego, but also the significator of children. Sixth house, enemy, Ari. Mercury is again the lord. So when you have intelligence and skills, when you can do a lot of things, you are certainly to have a lot of enemies. And your intelligence and skills are going to ensure that you overcome your enemies. Thus, Mercury gets the lordship of the sixth house. Seventh house, again, the lordship comes to Venus. Refinement and luxury, and opposite partner, everything is signified by Venus. Thus, Venus gets the seventh house. Then you have eighth house, which is your longevity, Mars and Ketu. Now, in eighth house is not only for longevity, one of the major things is also about transformation, internal transformation. So Ketu and Mars both are very good at this, right? And Ketu is the one who decides whether you're going to come into the life, and thus the longevity resides with Ketu. At the same time, Mars has a lot of power to initiate, to do a lot of things, and if you are transforming, you require a lot of power. So Mars is over there. So you have eighth house ruled by Mars and Ketu. Ninth house, which is dharma and religion or righteousness, is ruled by Jupiter. Wisdom, higher knowledge is the theme of Jupiter. And also, he is known as the Dev Guru. So, Jupiter automatically becomes the ninth house lord. 10th house, karma, action, ruled by Saturn. Very simple. Saturn is the karma karak. Saturn is the planet who depicts hard work, patience, and is a judge of your actions. So, Saturn rules the 10th house. Now, 11th house is very interesting. On one hand, we have Saturn, the other hand, we have Rahu, who are the lords. Now, in the 10th house, if you are doing your work properly and you have done a lot of things through your hard work, then Saturn will give you your results. Saturn is the planet which can delay but will never deny. It's the planet of surety. So, 11th house is ruled by Saturn. But at the same time, If you do not understand what is required, when you need to stop, then Rahu takes the position over there, and Rahu creates all the illusion and obsession when it's giving things to you, right? So thus 11th house has Saturn and Rahu both as lords, and 12th house is again ruled by Jupiter. Look at this, 9th and 12th ruled by Jupiter. Why? Jupiter is signifies your wisdom and higher knowledge, and in the 12th house you come to understand that everything, whatever you have, has to be left here, and it needs to be kept here, and you need to carry on by either expending things or leaving things or whatever. So that is Vyaya, expenditure, and Jupiter teaches you that. Thus, you have these natural lordships which are assigned to each of the planets, and there is a reason behind. In this short video, I have covered not only the planets but a part of how the houses are aligned and what do they mean. If you really want to understand this much deeper, it takes a lot of time and effort. You can join our course. The links are given below, and we would be certainly very happy to help you. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. We will help you out there too. And please do like, subscribe, and share the video. We will be back with another fantastic video very soon. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.